What is the funniest thing a doctor ever said to you? Post-exploratory biopsy following a weird MRI. Well, you're a mutant, but your superpower is dumb. I grew an accessory spleen. My husband had an enormous inguinal hernia, a hernia that goes into the testicle. When his doctor saw it, he actually dropped his professionalism and blurted out, "Oh my God, what is that?" Which is funny now, but at the time was a little bit disconcerting. My regular gynecologist was called away, so I had a man instead of my usual lady. That's always a little awkward anyway. But when I told him I was getting married soon, he yelled, "I love love. Let me see the ring." So while my feet were in the stirrups and he was down there doing whatever he was doing, I had to hold my hand down so he could look at it. I had a conversation with a new shrink when I was 12. "Do kids ever bully you?" he asked. "Sometimes," I responded. "About your nose?" Quote, he said. "No," I replied. That was when I found out I have a big nose. And the world has not let me forget about it since. Had a nasty throat and tonsil infection and went to the doctor, who looked in my throat and went, "Ew, that looks gross." I said, "Is that your professional opinion?" And he says, "Yep. That's the grossest thing I've seen in weeks. Ew." Quote, he was a super nice doctor and I knew he was just joking. He then gave me some nice meds and sent me on my way. And it really did look very gross. Me, with red curly hair at the obgyn. "Your hair is so pretty. Is it natural?" Quote, "The color or the curl?" Quote, "I'll find out about the color in a minute." We both died laughing. She didn't mean to say it, but OMG, it was hilarious. So sad she retired. My wife and I had our child late in life, and knew we were going to be one and done. So a vasectomy was gonna happen. Where I live, you need a doctor's referral to get one. Coincidentally, my appointment to get said referral was the same week that I started my paternal leave. At my appointment, Doc walks into the room and says, "You've been on pat leave for 2 days. And you already want a vasectomy." Quote, I was in for my STD results. Dr. M50 bursts through the door and looks me up and down. Well, looks like you've had your weekend of debauchery and now the cows have come home to roost." Then he opens up the file and stares at it and then looks me dead in the eye. Deadpan. "You're clear. So it was only half a regret for you now." Alright, this is the part where I'm just going to Google it and we both pretend I'm not. I smashed my left pinky toe into a door frame. Hurt like a mother. Went and got it x-rayed and yep, fractured. A month later I'm at a routine podiatrist visit and my toe is swollen. Purple and the toenail is black. I'm explaining to the doc that I fractured it. He looks closely at my mangled little piggy and says seriously, "Yeah, you're going to lose that toe." What? In about 3 seconds I went through shock of losing a toe, acceptance of losing a toe, and determination to continue living without a toe when the doctor says, "Sorry, I mean toenail. You're going to lose that toenail." Gah. Not doctor, but first time I went to my current dentist and he examined my teeth. It went something like this. "Dentist: Oh, looks like you still have all 4 wisdom teeth." Me: "Yay, never got them pulled." D: "Yay, and you don't need to. You have a lot of space back there. You actually have a really wide jaw." Me: "Haha, thanks." D: "No, it's not bad. It's just your whole head is really big." He seemed really excited about my wide jaw and big head, cold sweat smile. The doctor was preparing me for a prostate examination and said, "This procedure can sometimes cause an erection." Me: "Oh, I think that's unlikely. It's never happened to me before." Him. Not you. Me. Single quote. He was a joker alright. I went to a podiatrist, foot doctor, about a nail issue. I was lying down on the exam bed as he was looking at my foot. He said, "You have a really flat foot." I looked up from the bed and asked what he said as I didn't hear him clearly. He proceeded to lift my foot by the ankle and says, "Your foot. It's very flat," and then proceeds to high-five my foot to prove its skull. I was in the middle of getting a gyno exam. The doc asked what type of birth control I used. I said, "I'm lesbian." Doc says, "That has proven to be effective." Doctor pulled up my lab tests on the monitor. This was back when they were still formatted for DOS patient data systems and just basically white text on a black screen. He was paging down and a section came up on the screen which was bright red text and had a box made of asterisks around it. He said, "Wow." Quote. Me. Startled. "Is that bad?" Quote. Doctor. "I've never seen a result like this before." Quote. Me. Quote. Doctor. "I didn't even think this system could use color or make boxes." Quote. Me. Oh, okay. So, it's nothing bad then?" Quote. Doctor. "Oh, no. It's bad. I mean not horrible, but something we definitely need to address. It's just," makes explosion hand gesture and giggles. Pow. Red. Stars. In your face. Never seen that before. He was actually a remarkably competent doctor. But very, very new and excitable. Cold sweat smile. My midwife was wrist deep inside me doing a difficult cervical check when she suddenly goes, "Hey. Your socks match." At the time I had too many patterned socks to keep track of, so I usually had mismatched socks at my appointments, so when I had a matching pair for once she noticed during the most awkward moment ever. A few months before my mother passed from cancer, I took her to an appointment with her doctor. He started out by asking the usual questions doctors often ask elderly patients to check for dementia. Doctor. "What day is today?" Mom. "Wednesday." Doctor. "What year is this?" Mom. 2017. Doctor. "Who is the president?" Mom. Long pause. "Oh, some asshole." Doctor. "Close enough." Was looking to get a breast reduction and the plastic surgeon lifted up my breast and dropped it. Looked at me and said, "Yeah, they're heavy." Walked over to me and checked my pulse. After I described what I was there to discuss, namely going off meds cold turkey and unsupervised, after the fact, looked me in the eye and proclaimed, "You're alive. My goodness, you had me scared. I was seeing ghosts there." Do not ever do that again. Same doctor. Different issue. Me. I'm not sure if this is bad enough to see a doctor about. Him. Well, determining that is different for everyone. But would you like some advice on how to make that call in your specific situation? Me. Sure. Him. The minute you consider maybe calling me, that is a clear sign you should have been here last week. At the latest, I wish I could give you something for your chronic stubbornness. But unfortunately, that doesn't exist, nor would you take it. Due to a certain health issue, I drink a lot of water. So I naturally brought a water bottle to this appointment. End of the appointment, and he can't figure out what's wrong but is apologetic about that and sends me for more testing as well as a referral. So I'm getting up to leave. Forget my water bottle and he simply says, "Young lady, you forgot your vodka." Quote. I've seen way too many doctors and heard many wild things, but the way he listened and was respectful followed by this super casual offhand joke destroyed me.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.